Hello, Faith family. Welcome to this week's devotional. Hope things are going well for you. This week in our sermon series, we actually have jumped forward a couple of passages in order to match up the timing of reading through the resurrection account on Resurrection Sunday. And as we have jumped forward in these passages, I'm sure some of you are wishing that we were jumping forward in our season and a little closer to springtime, but that's all right. So as we are in the midst now of things going on in Jerusalem, in the events taking place leading up to the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus, and in this section we read how a woman had poured out an expensive bottle of perfume on Jesus. We see the disciples' reaction to this, and we hear Jesus's reaction to this as well. And as Rick was preaching, he posed this question to us. He said, "What value do you place on Jesus?" Now, this woman was actually living out the parables that Jesus taught a few chapters back about the buried treasure and the pearl of greatest price, where there was great sacrifice made for the value of the kingdom of heaven. And this is what this woman was living out. She made a costly sacrifice of devotion to Jesus. And the sacrifice wasn't to earn Jesus's affection or love or approval, but rather it was the value she placed on Jesus because of her love for Jesus. And so going back to that question, I have to think about it maybe a little bit more, or I have been wrestling with it a little bit more personally in just saying, what value do I place on Jesus? Are there things I hold on to in this life because I think that they're more valuable? Or in other words, what are my idols, right? Or maybe sometimes I can be like Judas or the disciples in their reaction and be indignant towards and judgmental of other people's sacrifices for Christ. And one example might be like, oh, they gave that money to a church building. Don't they know that it could have gone 10 times farther to orphans in Africa or something along those lines? And so as I've been sitting and wrestling with this question, it's been challenging because I feel like I've seen myself more as the disciples in their reaction than I've seen myself in the actions of the woman in her generous sacrificial devotion to God. And so I've been sitting wrestling, and as I've been doing that, the Lord led me to a particular song this week, and I'm going to share some of the lyrics with you, and I'll attach a link to the video for you to hear and watch yourself. But the song is entitled Simply Jesus. And I can't help but wonder that this was probably the heart posture of this woman as she poured out the perfume on Jesus. It goes like this: "Everything I searched for, everything I longed for, everything I wanted is right here with you. Everything I'm after, everything or all that really matters, all I ever needed is right here with you. There's nothing missing. There's nothing absent. Everything I wanted is right here with you. I want nothing extra. I want nothing added. All I ever needed is right here with you. Every blessing, every good thing, it all comes straight from you. Every inhale, every exhale, it all returns to you. You're the focus. You're the center. It all belongs to you. Every moment, every summit, it all leads back to you." And the chorus just resounds simply, "Oh, simply Jesus. Oh, simply Jesus." My hope is that as we journey together towards the cross and the resurrection these following weeks, that our heart's posture would be simply Jesus, that he would be our highest value, and he would be worthy of extravagant sacrifice of devotion. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to worshiping with you this coming weeks.